All right, so we are back for the Friday feature interview series. It's our fifth episode and the first episode in February. We're here with Tom Conway. He's actually a student at the University of Illinois. He's not too far from where I am right now, only a couple hours away from Chicago, the Fighting Illini. I'm excited to interview him, a hometown hero, and we will see what he's all about. So, without further ado, Tom Conway. All right, so it's episode 5. I'm here with Tom Conway, coming all the way from the University of Illinois. What's going on, Tom?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. The Fighting Illini, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's exciting. So you're in the apartment right now?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
All right, cool. I wanted to ask you about your name. Tell me a little bit about how you came up with that stage name, Tom Conway, because I know that's not your last name.
Yeah, so my last name is my real last name is Knuth, and people can never pronounce it. It gets kind of annoying, especially in class. People, say Nuth or whatnot. They just always think the K is silent, and I'd always just get like really frustrated about that. So just to make it easy, I was actually going between a couple different like last name type things. I really wanted to stay with like just my first name, Tom,
Hmm.
just switch to last name. So I was like looking at like K and like Callaway or something, some weird stuff. But ultimately, I just settled on Conway. Also, mainly because my logo is like my initials, TK. So I kind of wanted to stick with that logo. So that's why I also chose like a last name with the K. But kind of interesting way to spell Conway too, because you mostly see it with the C. But
Right.
I just ended up going with that, and it's kind of cool too, because when you look me up, I'm like the only person that has like the last name with K. So it's kind of nice to just search up that. So
Yeah, it makes it nice and easy for people to find.
definitely.
Cool. So why don't you tell me about how you got your start in the industry and that sort of thing?
Okay, yeah. So I started producing music about 5 or 6 years ago. I started like actually getting into music. I was a percussionist back in elementary school, fifth grade, and I think that's when I first developed a liking towards music. I continued being a percussionist through high school, and started like producing music on my iPad. There's like two songs I think on my SoundCloud that I produced on my iPad. They don't sound the greatest mix wise because I was just starting, but instrumentation's definitely there. But and then I eventually switched to a digital audio workstation called FL Studio, and I've been making a lot of my music on there. But hopefully hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah, I was gonna
Still,
say because you have a. I've listened to some of your stuff on your Instagram, and you have a natural
yeah,
knack for drum beats. So I guess it makes sense
yeah.
that you were in percussion,
Oh
especially
yeah.
when I saw some of the stuff that you had where you were showing people in the program. I think FL
Oh
Studios
yeah, yeah, yeah,
how
yeah,
to
yeah.
make a beat with a drop and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've done a couple of those videos. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
those are
no,
fun to make.
yeah, and I think people could
Yeah.
actually learn a lot from it too.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Um, so why don't you talk about? I wanted to ask if you were going to be opening up for maybe someone that inspires you, who would it be
So
and
I mean,
why?
you could see behind me. This that's actually one of my favorite producers,
Hmm.
Millennium.
Okay.
He's definitely a big inspiration for me. I really like his music. But when I actually first started listening to EDM music, Avicii was like one of the first people I listened to.
Right.
That's when I really started to actually like develop a liking towards it. But if I were to headline for someone or open for someone, you said open for someone?
Yeah.
It'd probably be I don't know, either like maybe Lenium or Kygo or something. Kygo I really like too. I really like tropical house music.
Hmm.
I've definitely like played around with that genre too.
Because I
I've been
noticed.
kind of like expanding my genres a little bit. I don't really, stick with one. I mean, I still kind of stay in the electronic genre, but kind
Yeah.
of just experiment a little bit.
Because I noticed that you modeled one of your songs off of Flume, kind of.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I didn't know if that
That
might
one
be
I'm
somebody.
hoping. Yeah, no, that one I'm hoping to finish
Hmm.
pretty soon. But yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely.
Yeah. Why don't you talk about that one? What gave you the motivation for that song?
So
Because was that
I
good for
don't.
you or something else?
The Flume one?
Yeah.
No, that one was a different one. I'm actually hoping to finish an EP right now, so I have 4 songs lined up for that, and I'm hoping that one's going to be on it.
Okay.
But that one actually kind of just started randomly. I kind of just like wanted to I went into it going like thinking that I wanted to do like a Flume style song just because his style is kind of interesting. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like kind of did a little bit of sound design and figured out like a synth that was kind of close to his like sound,
Right.
and then I kind of put different automations on there and made it sound cool. Had like some drum beats going with it and some like vocal chops and whatnot. Um, but yeah, I mean, what you heard in my Instagram is what I have right now, and I'm hoping to expand on it and make it a full song.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about EDM is it's a little bit different than all the other types of music because in the certain sense you have to kind of tell a story with
Yeah.
just instrumentals, you
Oh
know?
yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
like trying to relay some sort of point that you're trying to make or what you were feeling at the time,
Yeah.
as opposed to somebody with lyrics who can actually verbally express what it is,
Yeah.
you
No,
know?
definitely. Yeah, as a producer too, that's like definitely something you got to consider. I mean, I definitely want to expand a little more and like get some singers on some tracks if I can. And I mean, like as a producer, like you kind of gotta figure out like when you're making the song, like how the vocals, if you were to get vocals, would sit on like that track. Like, is it too complicated? Do you need to simplify a little more? It's kind of like trying to figure that out.
Right. Well, that leads me into my next question, which was the song "Good for You" that I had mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
I know that there was a little bit of a collaboration on that song.
yeah.
So why don't you just kind of tell me a little bit about that process and just how the people that you collaborated with enjoyed that music?
So with that one, that was a remix that I really wanted to do. The artists are two friends. I really like their music. They released "Good for You" um, like end of last year, 2019. And I reached out to him. I was like, "Yo, this is a really good song. Like, is it cool if I can remix this song? Like, this sounds awesome, and I want to see what I could do." So they said sure. So they they sent me the WAV files of it. I messed around a little bit, and finally came up with what you guys heard, what I released. I was hoping it was going to be a official remix release, but ultimately the label that they had decided not to even have any official releases for the remixes, unfortunately. But
I
I just
gotcha.
ended up putting it on my SoundCloud. But yeah,
What label was that? Do you remember or no?
I was spinning records.
Spin
So
Records.
yeah,
Oh, too bad. That would have been
yeah,
nice. That would have been a
yeah. It
nice
would
step in the right
would have been.
direction.
Oh yeah, definitely would have been a crazy opportunity.
Yeah, because I one thing that I like about your songs, not only the collaboration side, because I did enjoy that a lot, but
Yeah,
some of the stuff that you have on Instagram isn't a full song. And I think it's there's a
yeah.
bunch of things that are only like about a minute long,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
that's what I love about it is I'm able to rifle through those and
Uh-huh.
get a lot of your taste within a short period of time.
Yeah, so with a lot of those are just a lot of unfinished tracks. I mean, there's so many unfinished tracks that I have, and I just really wanted to get out some content and get my name out there. So I just took a lot of those unfinished songs, made a small video out of it, and then just uploaded it to Instagram and other platforms.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, it'd be very nice if I could finish all those tracks because there's I have a ton of those unfinished tracks. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I definitely have more of those too. It's insane. It's
Uh
just
huh.
like you just like get into it, and then it's just that's just like just one of my problems. I'll get into it, and then I don't know, I'll just like get bored of it, or a new melody will come into my head, and I want to create something new. But
Right. Well, it's kind of a good
yeah,
problem to have in a certain way because you know that you have all those songs to fall back on too.
yeah,
You
that's
know.
true. It's just trying to get back into them, trying to see what mindset I was in before.
Right.
That's like the only struggle.
Well, the nice part would be if some of those songs that you made at different periods of times actually meshed with each other. Then you could just
Oh
like
yeah,
loop one on top of another.
yeah, that'd be really cool too. Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Because when I started, I know you have a song on our app, but when I uh, heard that song "Trick or Treat" around the
Hmm.
when you set it out around Halloween,
Yeah, yeah.
um, that song I don't even think it wasn't that long. It was only like a minute or
No,
so,
yeah,
and I could tell right away. I'm like, ugh, this is like I could definitely see myself at like a Halloween party,
oh yeah,
like a show, like just
yeah,
bang into that song.
yeah. No, that was just a really funny, quick track that I made. A bunch of the sounds in there. This is I don't know. There's this one website that I use, and they just have a bunch of sounds on there. So I got some of the sounds from there and put them in there, and I just started it, and I just thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's like I just had made it very creepy, very eerie. But yeah, it was just quick and easy track.
Yeah, because it sounded like it could almost be like background music for like a movie scene or something like that, you know? Okay, cool. Well, I just wanted to end with, and I do this on every episode that we do, is I just want to know, is there anything that you want us to let your fans and followers know about the upcoming year and some things that you might have coming down the pipeline that we can share for you?
Yeah, so like I was saying before, I'm trying to finish an EP right now. Um, Probably gonna put 4 songs on there. So I think all of them actually I probably previewed on my Instagram at some point. But so I'm trying to finish that up, and then there's this one other song that I've been working on for a while that I'm hoping to get out before the summer. It's kind of a tropical house type song.
Okay.
Really excited about that one. That one's kind of got a Kygo vibe to it. Very good song to listen to. Very groovy song. But yeah, I'm hoping to get that one out before summer. We'll see what happens, but it's just been kind of busy with school and stuff. But
Good. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I'm
yeah.
always looking forward to hearing some of those short clips that you have come out, and
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of those go on the app.
Oh yeah, they'll
And
definitely.
I appreciate you taking the time to step away from school for a second, and
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
especially on a Wednesday, I'm sure there's plenty of things to do.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. No, I'm glad you reached out to me. I like the app, big fan of it. I think it's a great way to get some exposure to undiscovered artists for sure.
Great. Well, I
Definitely a great app.
appreciate your time, Tom. You have a
Yeah,
great rest of the evening. Okay.
you too. Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.